Hello, and welcome to the presentation for the postgraduate recruitment evening. My name's Mark. I'm the course leader for PGCE Secondary Mathematics, and I'll be the person taking questions in the session on the night next Wednesday. Okay, so I'm going to tell you in just the next 5 minutes or so a little bit about the PGCE secondary course. So what courses do we offer? There are 6. So all of these will be to teach in secondary schools, 11 to 16. There's options for sort of sixth form and stuff, but you need to speak to your course leader about that. So you can see the list there: computer science, English, geography, mathematics, modern foreign languages, and the sciences. Now, typically you would want to have a degree in one of these areas, but you might not be directly a specialist. You might be working or have qualifications in a related field. It is a postgraduate course, but if your qualification isn't a direct fit, then again, you would speak to your course leader about that, because there might be a chance to undertake a subject knowledge enhancement course or equivalent between now and September 21. So that's something I'll put you in touch with those when we speak about on Wednesday. The whole point of the PGCE is to gain qualified teacher status, QTS we call it. And you can see from that graphic, the course is made up of 3 parts. There are professional studies, which is really the generic sort of aspects of teaching. So behaviour management, teaching and the law, professional responsibilities and relationships, the teenage brain, etc., etc. So all of those are generic across all subjects, and that's really the lecture and seminar program that we run, especially at the start of the course. Okay, so that's where everyone is together. We're currently running the lectures online. Then you can see the curriculum studies aspects of it. That's when you'll work just with your own group, your own specialist area, with your course leader, and that program runs throughout the year. And so you learn sort of pedagogical aspects around sort of planning, etc., around your own subject discipline. Now, there are just over 40 university days a year, but actually by far the largest number of days is the school experience. You do typically about 120 days over the course of the year, and it's a full-time course, so you'll be expected really, to devote all your energies to it. So how is it structured throughout the year? Well, this is the current calendar. The calendar for next year isn't finalised yet. And so what aspect here, what can we tell you about the course and what you can learn from this calendar? The sort of purple tabs are the university days, and you can see they're overwhelmingly skewed to the start of the course. It's a full-time course at the start, sort of in university, called induction. You're in university every day, all day. So the professional studies lectures often happen in the mornings, and then the curriculum studies ones in the afternoon. And so that way, when you're ready after 3 weeks of full-time induction, you're ready to start your placement. And you can see the placements are in sort of that lighter blue colour. And you don't go in full-time to start with. You work 3 days a week and then 2 days a week in university. But then you gradually build up your placement. Have a dedicated mentor. Everyone has one of those. Dedicated to your work within your placement school, and you build up to Christmas to 40% of a full-time teacher's timetable. That means you'll be planning and you'll be teaching. You're not left on your own. Your mentor or class teacher is there with you, and lesson plans are checked. So you are developing your competence, but with support. Then after Christmas, you go to your second school. You'll notice the induction's only a week after Christmas, and then your input from university is much lower, because obviously you're really then focusing on your teaching. After Christmas, your timetable builds up to a 60% of a full-time teacher's typical teaching load. Again, that's planning, delivery of lessons and marking. There are assignments around that as well. Full support is given, and we have the learning development people available to book to support you as well. So if you haven't written an essay for a long time, don't worry, you're in safe hands. Okay. Ofsted visited us in 2018. We have really, really good ratings in terms of trainee appreciation of the course they've undertaken, and we're really proud of that. We know some of our trainees before the course starts, and we ensure as much as possible that we keep up that contact when, when they're newly qualified and beyond. And in fact, in many cases, a lot of our former trainees are now mentors, heads of department, and in one case, even now a local head teacher. So really proud of that. Value their concern for their well-being. We're not the biggest teacher training provider on the South Coast, but we believe that because we're small, we can provide a more personal service. And we're really, really proud of the care that we provide for our trainees. And like I said, the mentors are trained by us. And so there's a good sort of wraparound there of the trainee and you and the course leader working together really for your benefit and ultimately for the benefit of your learners. The mentoring is strong. We're really proud of that too. So hopefully, I've sort of underpinned that already in what I've said. And the partnership is highly regarded in the area. We do actually have partnership schools as far west as Dorset, as far east as Sussex, and as far north as sort of North Hampshire into Surrey and sort of Basingstoke area. So we have a wide arc of partnership schools and colleges that we can draw on for placements. But obviously the nearer you get back to Portsmouth, the greater the concentration of available schools. But we'll always try and sort of place you sensitively in terms of your training needs and obviously your transport, etc. There are two options for the course. There's a level 6 professional graduate qualification and a level 7 postgraduate certificate in education as well. So if you are ambitious to maybe go into management, do an MSc in Education Leadership Management or something like that in future, then that option will be open to you as well. And again, I can talk to you in more detail in the Q&A about the master's level route. Okay, so that's a sort of quick introduction for now. I'll be able to give sort of more detail on the postgraduate recruitment evening, and obviously there'll be other events following up. So hopefully see you soon. Thank you very much.